By the night, I don't get this weather anymore.
Well, you know what? Rain's pretty common here in the region.
That sky was clear just an hour ago.
The ridge sometimes reminds me of my daughter. She's all bright inside here for a few hours and then snap! She's as gloomy as winter in Yamaoka. I'm little tainted.
Yes, Kibble, and I find it odd.
Guess I'm just used to it, eh? Could take an example from me, you bread and milk drinker. Whoa, slow down. Alright, we've arrived.
Well, thank you for a ride. Here's your money, Kibble.
Just doing my job, sir.
In the silence of the better dreams, singing to the wind, you're shedding. The lightning winds will wash away all what you want in your crown. That is an end, but it's temperate, so otherwise we're fighting. I'm waiting so long. I'm waiting so long. I'm waiting so long. I'm waiting.
It is an honor for me, Jarl.
You arrived here at a troubling times, priest.
Indeed. I received your letter about Brother Verulus. It is disturbing.
We still don't know what happened to him, but I fear the worst. And it's a shame. He was such a devout disciple of Orke. But you probably need more details, given your line of work.
Yes, Your Grace. Tell me everything about this predicament.
Oh, where should I start? I didn't write about this in a letter, as it is a delicate matter. But since we're face to face now, I'll be blunt. Markarth is infested.
Infested?
Yes, by a cult of Namira.
Huh. And do you know how far it has spread?
We don't know the exact numbers, but if I had to guess, I would say it's about 1/10 of the entire city.
No, it can't be true. That's too much, Your Grace. But you know, when I entered the city, I certainly felt an aura, but it was very weak. More like a very subtle smell of decay. And I have an experience dealing with this cold. Back when I was serving in Evermore, a couple of cultists broke into the chapel's graveyard and then they desecrated it, of course. And I was tasked with also great honor of purifying it back. And well, turns out that even just 2 followers of Namira are capable of producing so much of their filth that... I don't want to talk about it. Nevertheless, this aura here is of exact same type.
Hey, wizard, you also did your... Remind me again, how did you call it?
Searching for disturbance in the Ethereum field, Your Grace.
Yes, that thing. Can you tell the priest here about your findings?
Understood, Jarl. So, priest, you probably know that I can sense Daedric matter like you and your peers do. So I had to use indirect measurements. Now, imagine. Ray of mana, or some call it magical flux. It goes from Magnus to absorbing area. Absorbing area is any kind of material, or a rune, or even human that can absorb magical.
Oh, Mara ever merciful, why are you starting this again? Just show him the results. Why waste time?
Alright. My measurements detected decrease in magical force without any changes in its variables. Oh, and for some reason after this, my Daedric prism defocused. There's definitely something. I'm not sure what though.
Anyway, besides Quetzalma, I also had werewolves. And he believed that this disturbance came from the Hall of Dead. Said he felt something there.
Your Grace, have you sent... Sir, I'm sorry, what is your name?
Calcelmo.
Sure, but nothing useful came from it. As usual with Calcelma. Well, what are you waiting for? Tell him.
Yes, Jarl. So, we get there. And what do you think? There was no repairing field at all. If I could somehow see mana, I would have seen black sphere engulfing the Hall of the Dead. I couldn't use any magic in there, so tracing was impossible. Although then, I switched to alchemical methods, using a triad of white soul, nightshade, a butterfly wing, and a silver marker to show direction.
Oh, that is a classic one. They hammered it right into my head. Dissolve white salt in the boiling water to establish a connection with oblivion. Then add a nightshade to narrow the search, and then a butterfly wing to serve as an anchor point in the material plane.
Oh, Knight Divine, spare me from the suffering. If you want to discuss your fancy magic so much, then go to the Winterhold.
Excuse me, Your Grace. It's just I'm easily excited about alchemy.
So, the marker pointed underneath us. Brother Werewolf said that there's old catacombs down below. Then, we found an entrance and went down. There was nothing, just a hallway and a dead end, though something felt really off. Brother Werewolf, on the other hand, sensed that there was at least some kind of Daedric influence. So, we decided to climb up to the main hall and seal the entrance to those catacombs. Werewolf then stayed to reinforce his words and send me back. I returned here and told about everything I've discovered. And then, that old bastard disappeared.
Yes, it was a week ago. Since then, every single day, I have sent soldiers to search for him. And they still haven't found any trace of him. The catacombs are still sealed. No one had seen him exiting the hole. It's like he just vanished. There's another thing on my mind, and since you are the expert, I thought I'd ask you. So, before all this shite started, about a month ago, there was this woman, Maria. One day she's running down the main street shouting some nonsense about how Namira had stolen her baby. Of course, everyone back then thought that she went crazy, but now, I'm not so sure.
Well, I think if that was true, we wouldn't be talking here right now.
Thought so. So what, are you gonna take this job?
We need to talk about reward first.
Oh, don't worry, it will be generous.
No, Jarl, I don't need any money. I have just a small request on behalf of my master. There is a certain Dwemer ruin, right here, in this keep. And we need to get an entrance into it. Your Grace, can you arrange that?
What do you think, Calcelmo?
It will be difficult, but I'll manage.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Alright, I'll talk to Master Eulus about details then. You may go now, priest. I've paid for your stay at the inn. It's near the front gate.
You're too kind. Until the next day, Your Grace. Markarth truly is a marvelous city. It is a pity that its blight has already spread its tainted roots here. So, what's the word around town?
What, you mean besides usual stuff? Well, there's a crackdown on the Mirror's Code in the city. 12 people lost their heads yesterday. Right here on the market square. You should be careful too. If they suspect you worship Namira, you are finished. They'll hand you right on the spot.
You're a funny one, aren't you? Suspect me of praising this filth? Then let them bring me the rope, I say. I'll do it myself.
No, I'm dead serious. It doesn't really matter if you praise her or not. What matters is how the authorities perceive you. My cousin lost his job in the mines just for talking to one of her worshippers.
Huh, so you're not joking. Thank you for warning then. Do you know why are we doing crackdowns all of a sudden?
Well, cultists started getting out of hands. About a month ago, they kidnapped a child, ripped the baby out of mother's hands. Terrifying, I know. The baby's mother, Maria, she lost her mind after this. Now she believes that Namira herself stole the baby from her. Says she even saw Namira's face. Poor thing, now at her wit's end. She is in the Temple of Dibella.
That Maria, what can you tell me about her?
She arrived here about, I think it was about 3 years ago. He used to sell flowers. Then last spring she caught the eye of a nobleman from Cyrano. He invited her to his estate, and she accepted. And the thing is, she got pregnant. When this nobleman learned about this, he kicked Marie out of his house. Horrible story, don't you think? You and the owl feel pity for her, helping her to make a living. Now, that's between you and me. There's a rumor that this baby is actually Jarl's child. But that's just a rumor.
Interesting. Maybe that's why he... And what about this nobleman?
He said that he didn't like Skyrim's cold weather, and left to his precious Cyrodiil.
Uh-huh. By the way, what do you know about Namira?
Oh, I know a thing or two. She's a Daedric lord of all things disgusting, and of the ancient darkness. At least, this is what that vigilant said.
Vigilant of Stenda? Tell me, what was his name? Maybe I know him.
His name is... Wait, what was his name? Jacob. His name is Jacob. He said he was looking for a friend of his, who had gone missing for whatever reason. Actually, I haven't seen him for a long time.
Jacob. Maybe I've heard something about him. But I can't recall what, though. Alright, thank you. Divines, what a cold morning. The rain is still going. Stop whining. So, Temple of Dibella, he said. Well, let's take a look inside.
No, don't come near me. I'm sorry, forgive me. Please, please don't do this.
Calm down. I'm not going to do anything to you. I just want to know something, that's all. People say that Namira took your child.
Yes, she took him from me. My precious baby.
Can you tell me where did it happen?
The Hall of the Dead, that's where.
What? The Hall of Dead? What you are doing there?
That's... because it's... the dead, because it's quiet among the dead. And a baby slept there better.
By the night, she is really insane. Thank you. I'm sorry for bothering you. I doubt that she had snuck into the hall by herself. Yet where was that going? Jarl's hiding something from me. Maybe it's his baby after all. Anyway, I'll check the Hall of Dead first, and confront him. Oh, that's a solid one. 8 vertices. Arcase insignia in a circle. That's the seal of Saint Erendil. takes almost 10 hours to make us. A huge amount of energy. Petals really did want something to get out of his home. What in oblivion? Like Calselma said, I feel nothing at all. Like I'm in the void. I'll check the main seal first. Should be somewhere close if you follow protocols of Holy Chancery. Well, it looks fine. There's signs of temporal degradation, but nothing special. Now, if I was a disciple of Nemira, what could I... Gotta check the coffins. Nothing. Nothing again. Wait, all coffins are empty. Maybe werewolves burned the remains, according to purification protocols. No, there would be traces of burning. I don't know. Couldn't be cultists, no sign of them being here. What? Nitrate? It grows mainly on human remains. That's why it's associated with rot and the mirror. Ah, I get it now. This is probably the entrance to the catacombs Selma talked about. Moloch's balls have to break the seal to enter. It's so dark in there, and I don't have a torch, crap. What in oblivion? Oh my ever merciful, the entrance closed. How? I left the fucking lid on the ground. Wait, did I close the door into the hole? I must have. Or maybe... Oh shit. Maybe there's someone in there. But somehow they hide their presence from me. Alright, calm down. I've been through wars. Calselma said standard casting doesn't work here. So I'm all by myself now. This feeling. Show yourself, you foul creature. Can't even cast dark gaze miracles. Gotta deal with you the old way. martial order, and I hereby sentence you to perish. Die, you nature's mockery! This magic void is still here. What? Salma said where was just dead end. Has it appeared here recently? Maybe this thing is connected to the void somehow. Got to open it. What? Ah! There's a strong Daedric presence. The air here is completely filled with it. I can feel its disgusting breath on my skin, like a writhing mass of worms. I feel its hate. It hates me? Is the ground alive? I'm going insane. Focus. Now, since I can feel Daedric matter, and the void is gone. Maybe spells? At least something good. But the will of Arcane may this place be purified. Damn, doesn't work. What is this bottle? It reeks of decay. Ah, it burns. This black goo is everywhere. What even is this place? Looks abandoned a long time ago. I'm certain this is not Nern. It vines, and I don't have any supplies. Do I just starve here to death? With all that decay and rot, I feel like I'll throw up if I eat something anyway. This looks like a lighthouse. Need to check around before going in first. Even stone here is deteriorating. All these buildings in the water. Was there something bigger in the past? Perhaps a city? What, there's someone else in there? Is he hostile? Doesn't look like it. Hey?
What? I've never thought I'd meet a living person here. I wonder, maybe then the ship'll come soon?
Ship? What ship?
I wish I would know. But I know for certain it will come here eventually. We just have to wait.
And how long have you waited?
I don't know. I don't remember how long I've been sitting here. 20 years? 30? Who knows?
Really? For 20 years you just sat there, waiting for a ship? Unbelievable.
Well, what can you do? This sea cannot be crossed without a one.
Yes, what's the deal with it? I almost lost my legs stepping into it.
That's the fate of those who lost themselves to their grief. If you don't want to become part of this black battle yourself, don't ever think about swimming in it.
Fine. So what should we do now?
I've told you nothing. We'll just wait for a ship.
No, I can't just do nothing at all. Besides, you're vigilant of Stender, right? How can you just sit there, knowing that there's always filth around? I can't even breathe properly.
I've just got used to it. Soon you will too. Have explored everything I could there. There's just no other option but to wait. The only door in lighthouse is closed and reinforced by some magic ward, which I can't dispel. And I doubt that you will. No offense. And at the top of this lighthouse is strange. Well, you should see it for yourself.
Thank you for advice. By the way, what is your name?
Joshua.
Good to meet you, Joshua. And my name's Hermon.
Hermon. Huh. Like a famous saint of our key.
Yeah, what can I say? My parents really liked him. Alright, I'll tell you if I find anything of worth.
He was right. Daedric seal. Barely 2 vertices. Amount of power is between 6 or 7th tier, closer to 7. Damn, maybe with combined might of our order I could break it. With me and Joshua though, impossible. Well, the only way left is up then. Here it is.
Stoke the fires of my soul.
It spoke to me? Oh, I'm sorry, hello. Can you tell me anything about this place? Silence. Stoke the fires of my soul. Well, seems like he didn't mean that literally. What's this? A straw box? Enchanted key. Maybe it can open the door below. Yes. Can't see anything. A chest. Oh, torches. Convenient. I need to be thorough. Never know that you will find.
Over here.
Do it.
This way.
Who's saying that? I need to save my guard. Spiderweb. Does it mean that there's... apples? How they were preserved in this rotten place. Is this illusion? Or some kind of a trap? Damn, I wish I would have a wizard with me.
Yes. Come here. Good boy.
Show yourself, woman. Wow, would you look at that? Ingredients, potions, dot wings. Oh, moon sugar, glow dust, fire salts. There's even Daedra heart. Nice, more potions. Carrots. More apples. What's there? Torches. Some kind of alchemist lived here. Here he is. Divine smells like acid. May our key guide your soul. Now, with my new ingredients, maybe I can check what's up with this food. What's ectoplasm's morning point? It's like 3 lesser soul gems worth of magic energy. That's not enough for me to... But if I add a fist of oil, the resulting suspension boiling point will be like 2 large soul gems. That might do it. And now, add a pinch of white salt and a piece of this apple. Green. Oh, salt's absorbed in Amira's essence completely. Now the only thing left is to use Zadal's separation filter, which will be hard to find here. But at least now I know that the food here is edible.
Just come closer. Yes, that's good.
Hello, everybody. Rest in peace. This spider is so thick. Gotta walk my pace. More torches is always good.
Now, come on in. Let's have some fun.
This is definitely a trap. Need to look around. No, I wouldn't take any meat from this place. Seems there's no other choice but to jump. Oh, what an oblivion! Get off me, you foul creature! What, afraid of fire, you filth? Can't fight in there. Have to break through this web somehow. Damn, this doorway is also covered in web. Stay down. I have to run now. Out of my way, you Daedric scum! Divine, save me! is that spider? I don't like this feeling. Stay back, you Daedra. Curse me, Oblivion, that almost killed me. Arcade bringer of light, I pray grant me your protection, so that I would repel foul forces which defy your divine order. Nothing. Shit. Calm down. Alright, I have to keep distance from it. When it comes closer, scare it with fire. I hope I'm gonna make it. It's wounded. Now's my chance. I made it. Something's changed. Aura became slightly weaker. The spider's skin looks like some kind of a face. Alright, what are you exactly? You're not just a simple spider, are you? Let's make a vertical cut in the abdomen. Divines, it has a heart. Human heart. Oh, what's this? Feels like a piece of metal. That's a key. Ah, now my hands smell. Hope this place has water somewhere. Maybe this key will fit in. Of course it did. Wait, I have to check previous area, now that I don't have to run in panic. Interesting. Those spiders, if burned by flame, leave void salt. That could be helpful. So, nothing of note in here. Well, at least now I know about the void salt. It's time. Divines bless me.
No wonder Camille was making so much noise. It's a living one. I waited for 200 years, and now finally I will go back home. Oh, we are living. Let us go to the King of Worms and become residents of the immortal kingdom.
To oblivion with you.
Pity. Do you think your precious arcade will protect you? Now God will answer your prayers in the scuttling wine.
I don't need his help just to deal with a maggot like you.
Well seen, priest. So hiding, mortal.
Skeletons are no problem, but this niche we're in.
that? God praise still kicking with its neck in the lion's jaw.
Why, you think you're alive? Don't make me laugh.
No, that's the whole situation you're in. Soon you will learn that your resistance is pointless, and I will return again.
A key. Huh. Everyone here has some kind of a key. This mask. It feels cold in my hands. Clearly it's enchanted. And this is divine, so much Daedric power. Can't even touch it. I'll wrap it in this mask's glove. Here you go. Lord of Wheel of Life, withdraw their souls from their vessels, so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended. This mask's enchantment. Is it necromancy? I'll have to find a way to disenchant it, as it is written in Protocols of Arcade. What? Sphere dissolves. Stoke the fires of my soul. I need to tell Joshua about all of this. Is this a ship?
Airman, the ship has arrived, after all those years. I knew I was right. Wait, let's peek inside. I'm afraid that it will disappear just as suddenly as it has appeared. We have some time before the sheep arrives to the opposite side, so let's chat for a bit.
Sure. Let's start with what happened while we were sitting your ass down. And then the fires of Lighthouse lit up.
Quite an adventure you had there, my friend.
Adventure. I've almost died, you know.
And yet, here you are.
Yet here I am. So, what's your story? What were you doing before ending up here?
Well, as a vigilant, I often hunted vampires with my partner. The good old days. I wish I could go back to them.
Hey Joshua, you bastard. You were just joking about me being almost dead. Why the sad face all of a sudden?
It's my usual face. You know, I have this painting at home of the Autumn Rift. It was very vibrant and colorful. And now, after all those years, its colors have probably faded away. I wonder if I can restore it.
Of course you can. You just have to find the right master to restore it.
Or throw it away.
Hey, I thought you will be more enthusiastic after the ship arrived.
No, not at all. I knew that ship will come someday, and waiting for it was my goal. And now it feels like once the solid ground I've stood on is giving its way under my feet. Where am I falling? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
That's good. That you don't know, I mean. Leaves potential for hope.
And what if there is none?
Then we die knowing that we tried everything we could.
Huh. You sound awful lot like my old pal, Jake.
Jacob, I have read about him in your journal.
Yes, he is a stubborn one. And he has quite a temper. Always thought that it's better to solve troubles with mace than with words.
By the way, before I got there, innkeeper in Markarth told me that he had met a vigilant named Jacob, and this Jacob was searching for an old friend.
What? Jacob is looking for me?
Yes. So what? Do you have a goal to look for now?
You're right. Oblivion take you.
That's the spirit. Now, let's gather everything we know. First of all, where are we?
Well, I know where. And I think that you know too.
Then second, that leash in the lighthouse mentioned the King of Worms. Do you know anything about him?
King of Worms. The man once known as the King of Necromancers. I heard Mage's Guild defeated him 200 years ago. But I don't know the details.
200 years. That leech also said he waited for 200 years.
So you're implying that?
No, I don't know, to be honest. And the last thing, Namira. What do you know about her?
Namira? Why do you ask?
Long story short, she stole a child from one woman in Markarth. And my duty as a priest of Arcade is to preserve young life, so that it may grow old.
What? Are you insane? Forget about the baby, and don't even think about dealing with Namira. Something's wrong with the ship. Ghosts appearing from that black water. Pardon, I can't even catch a breath in this place.
Joshua, you good? Joshua, there's a leech in there.
Got it. I'll try to keep pressure, you go flank him.
Moloch's balls, Joshua, you pack a punch. There's nothing left for me to give last rites to.
Ship arrived to the port. Are you ready? Haven't forgotten anything? Look, I'm sorry about earlier. I shouldn't have told you to forget about the baby. You're right. We shouldn't give up hope. And will you allow me to accompany you on your journey? I will lose myself alone.
Of course.
Thank you. I swear to stand up. I will protect you.
Alright, I'm ready. Let's go. Divines, there's a whole city in there.